Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. So today I'm doing another small freezer cooking meals. So today I thought I'd show you. So I'm just doing up some little mini pizzas. I bought some salami and some little mini pizza bases that I've got left over from a kid's party a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to use up them. So I'm just gonna make like salami pizza with cheese and like a pizza sauce and then freeze them so that they're ready for whenever we need them. The second meal I'm gonna make is like a creamy chicken pasta dish. So I'm gonna make up the slow cooker part first, so the creamy chicken part, and then I'm gonna freeze that. And then once for the night that I actually want to have it, I'll defrost it the night before, the chicken and the creamy chicken part, and then that day I'll put it in the slow cooker, and then all I have to do is just cook up some pasta to go with it. So that's the plan for today. So if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button just down below. Other than that, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here we go. The first one I'm going to do is the creamy chicken slow cooker stuff. So I've got in here is 4 chicken breasts, so it's like about 1.5 kilos. I've got some butter in here. So basically I'm just going to mix all the ingredients in here and then pour it over the chicken. So what I need in here, I've got half a cup or 112 grams of butter. To that I'm going to add 42 grams of dry Italian seasoning. So basically 2 tablespoons of this. So let's grab this and put in 2 tablespoons. Now this recipe does ask for only 900 grams of chicken. However, I had extra, so I'm going to use extra. I'm just going to eyeball it. So into that I want, it does say half a cup of white wine and half a cup of chicken broth, but I don't have white wine, so I'm just going to use a cup or 2 half cups of chicken stock. I've just got this Campbell's chicken stock, so I'm just going to use a cup of that. Pour a cup of that in. And then we've got 300 gram can of cream of mushroom soup. I don't have 300, but I got a 420, and I'm just going to dump the whole lot in there. Because I have extra chicken, I'm okay with having a little bit of extra of the other ingredients as well. Just going to pour, make sure I get all that goodness out. Make it nice and creamy. And then also to that I'm adding, it says 170 grams of cream cheese. I've got this, this one's got 225, so slightly more cream cheese. So I'm just going to throw that in there as well. Now it's probably better to try and soften it, but I'm just going to mix it and hope that it all comes together. You probably wouldn't even need to mix it that much. Like, it'll go well in the slow cooker by itself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is give this all a mix so it's all combined, and then I'm going to pour it over the chicken, and that's that slow cooker meal done. Okay guys, so I've just combined, well, I've kind of mixed it around a bit. It's still got bits of chunks in there, but it's going to be okay. Once it goes in the slow cooker, it'll all start to mix together and it'll be fine. So what I'm going to do is put this into my bag with the chicken breasts, and then I'm going to seal it up, get it most of the bag air out, and then I'm going to put it in the freezer. So for this meal, you need to, it says to cook it on low for 6 hours, or I guess you could cook it on high for like 3 or something, for 2 to 3 hours. And then the night I'm going to cook it, I'll defrost it the night before, put it in the slow cooker in the morning, and then in the afternoon I'll just have to cook some pasta to go with it. So that meal is done. Okay guys, so here's the other meal I'm going to prep. I'm just going to prep some mini pizzas. So I've got all these pizza bases that I have left over, and I've got some salami and some cheese, some grated mozzarella, and some pizza sauce. So I'm just going to make up these little mini pizzas, and then I'm going to freeze them. So I'm just going to put them onto this tray and then just put, I don't know, about 4 or 6, however many I can get on here, and then put a sheet of baking paper over each one so that they don't stick, and then I'll put them in the freezer to flash freeze them, and then I'll put them in little into freezer bags. Okay, so let's get going with these. Now I've got this like, I don't know, it's really thinly sliced. I guess it's called shaved salami, and it's quite big, like it takes up the whole pizza. So what I'm going to do is just kind of rip it in half and just kind of lay pieces over the top like that. And then I'll probably just put a little bit more cheese on it, and then that's done. So let's keep going. Okay guys, so there are my 12 mini pizzas. So I ran out of cheese for the top of these, but they should be okay. So what I'm going to do now is very carefully put these into the freezer to freeze, and then once they're pretty much frozen, I'm going to layer them into freezer bags so that they can just be in freezer bags and not get freezer burnt. And then when I need them, I can just throw them into the oven. They may take slightly longer, so usually I'd just cook these in like a 200-degree oven for, I don't know, like 10-15 minutes. I might add like an extra 5 minutes or so, so it might be about 20 minutes to cook them. But yeah, I just do eyeball it and see how they're going. But yeah, so that's that. I am going to go and put these in the freezer, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there are my 2 meals that I've prepped for this week. If you haven't watched my previous video, I'll link that down below. So basically each week I want to try and prep a couple of extra meals, so that for those days that I'm just not feeling like doing anything, or I'm kind of like, oh, I don't feel like that anymore, I can throw in, so I made the creamy chicken base slow cooker stuff. So basically cook that in the slow cooker, and then you can add it to pasta or just have it with veggies or anything like that. So I made that. That's quite a big meal. That had like 1.5 kilos of chicken. So I reckon that'll probably do leftovers or maybe even a second meal. But we'll see how that one goes. And then I also prepped the mini pizzas. So I'm going to put them in the freezer so that, I don't know, on the weekends for lunch, or we might feel like having them for dinner and put it with salad or something like that. But yeah, so that is my aim for each week, is to do 1 or 2 extra meals on top of my meal plan for the week, so that they're there just for when I want it. So that is my plan. I'll see how I go sticking with it. Basically I've done last week and this week, and yeah, hopefully I'll have enough freezer space. I'm actually using a couple of the meals that I made last week. So one of the sausage hot pots, and what was the other one? Oh, we had salsa chicken last night, and I just put it over nachos with cheese and sour cream and guacamole, and it was a really easy, quick meal. So good for a Saturday when I pretty much spend the whole day cleaning and washing laundry. So didn't have to think about it. Threw it in the pot, frozen. I forgot to defrost it. Threw it in the pot, frozen, and it only took like 4 or 5 hours on low. So that was super easy, and yeah, didn't have to do anything with it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I inspired you to do some meal prepping or just trying something different, getting yourself ahead, and hope I inspired you. If I did inspire you, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the comments. Bye.